folks, so we are getting up this morning and I'm just enjoying a cup of coffee, just appreciating all this open space. It just absolutely boggles my mind on how much space we have out here, how remote this is. We're actually quite a few miles away from the nearest services, which is all good and everything, because I've got plenty of gear on the truck and I'm completely self-sustained, so everything is good there. But man, you hear that? Just listen very carefully. That is the sound of nothing. I don't hear anything, which is kind of surprised I don't hear any coyotes or anything sounding off. I heard a couple last night, way off in the distance, but man, this is a level of peace. This is a level of peace that you can't find in a city for sure, or around a town. Absolutely amazing. But anyways, we're gonna get started again today. We got more to travel, obviously. Like you saw, if you paid attention to the last video, we didn't quite make the distance that I had planned in that video, so we're gonna try to cover the rest of that ground today. Yeah, absolutely amazing. All right, guys, so we're still on the trail. We actually haven't gone that far, and I came across this old ranch house. According to my map, I'm actually still on BLM, and I already have been here for, quite honestly, about an hour, just poking around and looking at all the cool stuff. But it does look like it's a historic landmark now. There's a notice on the door about it being a historic landmark, so and that this is now basically, it is still public land that we're on. But I think I'm gonna hang out here tonight because I think this could make for a interesting photo, especially as the sun gets down a little bit lower. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get camp set up and then see about shooting a photo of this place tonight. Once I got back into mobile service, I was able to do a quick internet search and found out that ranch was originally homesteaded in 1881 and eventually bought by David L. Shirk in 1883. It was operated as a cattle ranch all the way up until 1914, and on November 4, 2009, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places. onboard air, not just for airing up tires. All right, so I'm getting set up on this shot, and you know, I tried a bunch of different compositions and moving around outside, but my problem I had was there's a big wall of sage that's kind of grown up around this house, and it makes it hard if you're out on the ground to really get a nice angle of the house and capture some of the scene behind the house. So I came up actually in this little outbuilding that we're in here, and we're shooting just out this window, which is giving me a little bit better angle and allowing me to shoot more downward on the house, getting a little bit more of the house in there and also a little bit more of the background. Now I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not 100% sold on this photo or this composition, but you know, it's still really nice, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to find this place, because to me, finding this place and spending the time today just wandering around and looking at everything and getting just a tiny glimpse of what it must have been like to live out here or make a living out here, to me is what overlanding or truck camping, whatever you want to call it, is really all about. This to me is why I do what I do, is to hopefully find these little pieces of history. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% happy with this photo, but what I would like to do on another time when I have more time to spend is to come back out here and just walk around with my camera and get a lot more just detailed shots of little bits and pieces of this ranch, and that all those little photos themselves would tell a whole story, because there's definitely a story here and it needs to be told, and I think it could be done very nicely through some photographs. I just have to come back and, you know, do that some other time. But for today, you know, I do have a composition. The sun is setting. They're starting to get just a tad bit of color in the back foothills, and in the end, I think it'll be a nice photo. It's not going to make it on the top of a magazine, but I still think it'll be a nice photo. Alright guys, I tell you what, I am beat. Today was a full day. Gonna drink this last little bit of Pendleton here. This is my last of my Pendleton. I got plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty of food for the dogs, plenty of gas, plenty of propane. But I am out of Pendleton and beer, so major overland fail. But yeah, I should be able to make it out tomorrow. That's should be the plan. I should have made it out today had I not decided to stay at the and shoot some pictures and play around and explore this old farmhouse, this old ranch house. But to me, again, like I said, this is what it's all about, is being able to get out and explore and find cool things like this ranch house and really see what's out there. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to drink this little bit of Pendleton. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of the fire here and relax. There's some beautiful stars out. It's just a nice, calm, relaxing evening, and I'm gonna enjoy it for a bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed a little bit early. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those down below. If you don't like seeing a guy have a great time out in the outdoors, make sure to give me a dislike, and we'll catch you guys outside.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.